Welcome, my name is Matt, aka Road Jedi 88. We're getting into Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Mods, Magmatrooper. It's for the Empire Imperial Trooper. Looking at his armor, trying to figure out what terrain he is fit for. He's probably just kind of general essence of a stormtrooper, just sturdier built. Generally when it comes to stormtroopers, okay, so there has been point outs that their armors all are kind of different. They all look, kind of, like just why don't they just stick with one type of armor? A lot of it, and this is basing on the George Lucas era of Star Wars, as I've shown in some of my other mod videos, out of my Star Wars dictionary that I actually have. The visual dictionary, as you can see, it covered, it says Ultimate Guide to Star Wars Characters and Creatures, but it also gives a little bit more than that. It actually gets into details about the weaponry, the types of armor, what all is going on with these guys. What all is consisting in their helmets, weaponry, their equipments that they have. But then also the different types of suits. And essentially, they do cover for different functions, but also based on terrain elements. For example, the Snow Trooper is going to be specially trained to deal with snowy terrains situations, like the planet Hoth. We see them on Hoth. Then we have the Scout Trooper, whose armor is designed for special terrains involving foresty or rainforest jungle situation, like the planet Endor. And of course, you got your various different types of pilots. But really, in a nutshell, it's just designed to help them be like they're specialists, but they're specialists in the sense that they operate in various different terrains. Hell, you even have sand troopers as well, for sandy terrains like Tatooine. Your general stormtroopers are kind of universal for any situation, but they're not exactly going to be specialized for certain types of terrains. Their armor is just kind of basic, if anything. So ultimately, in the end, these troopers, their armor is kind of defined for various different purposes. They do have certain trainings that's supposed to go behind those suits, despite how it looks, considering how easy it is to take them out. That crash dummy suggestion aside, so Magmatrooper, as we look at this, now it wasn't in my Star Wars dictionary concept. This is, but it is. If you look at it, his armor does seem a little thicker plating than that of a normal stormtrooper's. He's also got like something on his back that looks like kind of like almost like a radio trend, like some kind of a field radio or something like that. He's probably like transmitting information, whatever. So that's probably. I'm just kind of looking at his gear work and stuff. If you go to my first video in my mods video playlist, I go through and I break down the various different types of characters as well as the various different types of their roles, as well as the various different types of mods and their purposes by definition, and kind of putting them together, what it means. So now coming down to each individual character's Magmatrooper, He is an attacker character. He works for the Empire and Imperial Troopers, all dark side. And both swgoh.gg as well as the in-game tips recommended modding him up with offense and tenacity. This basically kind of allows him to almost double up on his attacker abilities with the offense, but also have a bit of a shielding strength that a tank character would be providing, a defense aspect. Tenacity, by definition, means not easily torn apart. So he's a little bit thicker in what it would take to take him down. If you wanted to, you could kind of go with other routes that we've done, other scenarios that we've done with other attacker characters. In terms of maybe speed and potency, critical chance, critical damage, stuff like that. You could test them out and see how it feels. But considering the type of trooper that this is, that is definitely probably something to take into consideration. So, yeah, his abilities includes dealing with tenacity. So actually giving him tenacity mods, it actually amplifies what he's going to be able to do as a, in terms of his abilities. He's already an attacker character, so if you really wanted to, you could probably even mod him with cross-training purposes of functioning almost like a tank character, if you really wanted to. That would probably be between tenacity and defense mods, maybe health mods. But you could also go with speed and potency, critical damage, critical chance. Since he is an attacker character, you can still kind of amplify on that. But again, that's probably one of those things you might just kind of test around in a battle and see how it feels to you, how you want to appropriate his purpose for your squads. So it's a number of things to take into consideration, and as to how you would want to mod your Magmatrooper. That is the Magmatrooper mod. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos, comments, questions, suggestions down below, and thank you for following. May the Force be with you.